like you're opposing Sakaja, you're opposing somebody in power. And this a group, you look at it, this is the same group that has been tormenting Wamunyoro. Wherever he has gone, there are a team of goons. They go, they attack him. Wherever he goes, there's a team goes, attacks him. This team is consolidating. This team is now, because they are earning something. This group, these young people or old people, whoever they are, wherever they're doing every single day is a creation of another parallel army. Look at here.
Bethel Clouds TV, empowering lives.
I told you about July. I told you about June, this month, and the people say, oh, this guy is lying, this guy is lying. What is happening now? And I told you about the assassinations. What is happening now? And I told you about increased kidnapping by a special force. I told you that. What is happening now? It's not a glory towards me, it's a glory towards God. But one thing we need to understand, the situation of Ajuang, it is a case of the last days of a monkey.
What do you mean?
Waswahili husema siku ya kufa kwa nyani miti yote uteleza.
Yeah.
Because whoever sent for Ajuang at home, you could see now the narrative. They went home, they found the father, they found the wife, they picked this guy from home, and they identified themselves as police officers. Then hours later, they are trying to deny it like they don't know what happened. But now the question, they're not able to answer everybody. Leave alone the killing. Leave alone Mokwana. Leave alone whoever that is there. Who ordered for the arrest? Who sent the police officers to go and arrest? So that's where the investigation starts, and that is where the investigation ends. Not about how he was strangled, how he was beaten, who beat, no. It is who sent you. You 4 guys, you 3 guys, you went there. You 1 guy who went there. Who sent you? Then that is the man behind the whole story. Who sent you? It is, I was sent by Lagate, I was sent by Tarum Manani. Whoever they are. I was sent by Aswaso, I was sent by the IG, DIG, or DCI. Whoever that send those people, that is where the investigation starts. And that's the end of the investigation. Once you identify them, you know who killed the boy. And again, why I say ni siku ya miti yote, siku ya kufa kwa nyani miti utereza. As a report is coming out, remember there is a newspaper, a local newspaper, which is a pro-government, that leaked a story that this thing happened in Karura Forest.
Yeah, I remember.
Because they were trying to remove the story of a person dying in police cell. Because it's more serious dying in a police cell than dying in the bush. So, because nobody would be able to identify who is this senior man, who is this police officers, who are these that were there, which is this car that picked him from the police station. That one would be a little bit difficult because there were CCTV cameras inside the police cells. So for them, the person who spoke to the local newspaper, he was trying to create the cover-up. The local newspaper was part of the bigger plan to cover the whole story. But the more they tried to cover, the more it became bigger and bigger. Until when this guy said, if I'm mentioned, I will step aside. Because he was very pretty sure Mukwana will not mention him, Taram will not mention him, nobody will mention him. Until he was mentioned, he had to step aside. So ndio hiyo siku ya kufa kwa nyani, miti yote uteleza, nothing, because it has to die. And there is one question people are not asking. They visited Kisii. The generator now, the person who did the work, not the person who distributed the work. Because it is supposedly said that they visited a place in Kisii. That's where the system took them. Then that's from Kisii, they went to Homa Bay. Now, this guy they visited, where is he? People are not mentioning about him. Is he alive or was he arrested? And if he was not arrested, why?
Oh, there are a few guys who got apprehended by the officers, right?
Yeah, where are they?
There is Kevin Moinde. I think Moinde.
Yeah.
And
people are not talking about them.
by the way,
People are not talking about these guys. Where are they?
could he be okay? Tell us.
Because, no, I'm just asking, I'm just thinking loudly, because this one, amejulikana kwa sababu, no, they were part of the game, all of them.
Yeah.
They were part of the game because we ameshikwa, ndio ikuwe evidence ya kila kitu, ule alianzia hapa, they have to arrest this one, because of the continuity of the evidence. Now these guys, we are not hearing of them. We heard they went there, they visited those guys. Were they arrested? Were they not arrested? And if they were not arrested, why were they not arrested? Because this Mukwana was just doing a project that was projected, that was created by somebody, Moinde, that sent to Mukwana, the Mukwana distributed. So what happened? Where are they? Where were they not arrested? Or if they were arrested, where could they be? Can somebody talk to them? Can somebody bring them up so we may see these are the guys? Or are they in police custody? Those are the questions. That's the question you ask loudly.
Yeah.
But the most curious thing is not about the whole situation, because the whole situation has dealt with itself. You know, the situation, there's a way a situation can deal with itself and manifest in a manner that you did not expect it, but the situation has agreed to manifest. The situation has said, yes, now, this is my time now to reveal the whole story. And the story is being revealed one after the other one after the one. And you're going to know everything. And many other things are going to come up. And this is what has been happening, because I hear these are people from the AP camp, the rapid squad, from the AP, and then some goons here and there who are doing all these things. But the most dangerous thing is what the government of today is doing. This nature of grooming goons is the most dangerous thing that can ever happen to a nation. And when I heard that this guy was called to go and look for guys, lock them in, and then this man will be disciplined. Remember the case I had Natembea saying how they used to do and how he saved Ngeno. Omuru Kiduri, Omuru Kiduri, in Kiduri, Omuru wa Kiduru.
Yeah, Johanna Ngeno.
Yeah, the Omuru wa Kiduru, because the
constituency, I think.
Omuru wa Kiduru, something like that. Something like that. Ngeno personally, I know him. And the way this gentleman explained how they rescued him, for him he thought they were going to kill, but they were rescuing him because of a special force from DCI from Nairobi had arrived to execute the job against this member of parliament. And he quickly moved in, rescued him. They never told him where they're taking him. He's only now coming to say, we did this because this was about to happen to you. And this is what happened to Boniface Mwangi in Tanzania, because I hear he was molested.
Yeah, he was. And
it's goons who are sent inside to molest them. Well, again, this lady. This is a trend that is in East Africa, because the same thing happened to Besigye. And
and one of the bodyguards of Bobby Wine also.
Bobby Wine. That's I was looking for the name Bobby Wine. The same thing that happened. You know, I was once a Mungike leader. And I know what this can roll out to be. More especially when we have a rogue kind of system, because we became so powerful during the Moi days. Because we were supported by politicians, and somehow Moi also supported us. Besides that, we were being supported by a politician from the Kikuyu land. And there's a time that we went Moi side, and Moi now started giving us money, sponsoring our activities. When Uhuru was to become the president, he was a candidate, Moi called me to State House with Maina Jenga and 12 others. And we were given 10 million bob to go and hold a political rally in Thika, Christina Garden. For the first time, the DC then gave us protection, the police gave us protection, giving Mungiki protection when everybody was scared of Mungiki.
Yeah.
And that is the day I announced and said, in Kenya, we no longer need old people to lead this nation. We need young people. Now, we were sent just to prepare for the introduction of announcement of Uhuru Kenyatta. We were not allowed, we were told not to mention the name, but say, we the young people, then we were young people. We the young people, we are tired of the old people. If Moi is going, Moi must go with the old. Now we were targeting Kibaki. Moi must go with the old. And as I made it, it was the back page of the Nation newspaper, and also the whole media was there, we were covered, and the whole world was shocked to see Mungiki guarded or being protected by the DC. The DC was at ground, and we did many other things. And as days went by, because now we had the capacity, Mungiki became a monster. And we were a government by ourselves. Nobody, we are not touchable. You could not touch us.
Funded, right?
We were funded. We were given money. We had everything. We had the privileges. No police officer can arrest you. We controlled the whole thing. We controlled the matatus. We controlled the bus stations. We controlled water selling, water vending, security, everything in Nairobi we controlled. And we became a government by ourselves.
Approximately how many were you at that time, maybe number?
We grew very fast because now protection was there. And we were recruiting all the gangsters. All the gangsters around, criminals, any kind of whatever you are, we recruited them. So we created a force. And many of these gangsters had guns. So we were government unto ourselves. Then we created kangaroo courts. In Ndura, in Kariobangi, in Mathare, we had kangaroo courts. We a court like a court that you see in Kenya. Our own courts and our own jails. So we will arrest you and keep you in our jail.
Why? Like, what crime would somebody, do to deserve such?
Any crime, as long as you have done it against the will of the constitution of Mungiki. Like now, having another woman beside your wife, having an indiscipline kind of thing. If you are caught doing something that is against the code of conduct of the organization, that is what. And also people used to bring, like now, we have controlled Ndura. There's garbage collection, it's ours. Water selling is ours, everything there. Matatu operating there, even personal vehicles operating there, building. You want to build a house, you want to bring materials, whatever that you want to do, you had to pay. And if you don't pay, we arrest you, we take you to our cell, then we lock you inside, then you'll be brought to the court for the prosecutions.
And the prosecutors are
the Mungikis. The Mungikis. Everything was Mungiki. And we even sacked chiefs. No chief will come around. The OCSs and all man of these people, they were not allowed. We were the power unto ourselves. And we were in control of everything. The OCPD had to come and beg because we were running the economy. We were collecting money from Matatu, money from people who are building houses, money from anything, because we had the power protection from the president. And nasty things happened. I'm saying this because of what I'm seeing now happening. I can see because out of the experience, out of a person who was in the ground, what is happening, what I saw yesterday, it is bad. Let me give you another example, which is a bit international. I'll give you two, which is a bit international. Let's go to Sudan. There's this good friend of Ruto, RSF,
Hemedi.
Hemedi, the Hemedi. Before Hemedi became Hemedi, he used to work for El Bashir. He was a goon in the camp of El Bashir. El Bashir used to send them to go and cause chaos to Yemen, to any other country. They were the machineries, the Mungikis
For al-Bashir.
El-Bashir. Now, El-Bashir, these people, they got exposure, they got the weapons, they got everything, and they got money.
Yeah, and they were being backed by...
And they were being banked. And then they will, I didn't say this, in Mungiki, we used to threaten rich people, and rich people will bring money. Because if you hear Mungiki, and we are asking for 10 million, that money in the morning will be in my office. So wealth was there. So Hemedi was a Mungiki of some quote. So this was being used by El-Bashir as a goon to maim and frustrate his opponents. As they grew by, Hemedi became stronger. And at some point, El-Bashir started misbehaving. So Hemedi and the group, they removed El-Bashir. So the goons that were goons used to pay, they removed and they managed to lock him in. Until today, El-Bashir has never come. Is he alive?
I don't know, but he's not
He's in prison. He's in prison. He's in prison. So you can see what exactly happens to when you allow goons, protect the goons to grow. Look at the case of Ajuang, that it is goon that went, that were called, come. There are people that instead of police handling the situation, they have their own criminals to handle the situation. These people will never be controllable. Then look at now, you have, as Wamonyoro is saying, that we have 101 elite squad that is doing goon-like activities. These people, with their commander, the day you will stop doing their wish, they will turn against you. It's like now, a hen sitting on snake eggs. And one day, it hatches snakes. And the snakes will just come and fight you. So what government of Kenya, the government of today, is doing is just preparing for a major disaster. And if I can expound now from there, I do it an opening. As I told you, Ruto is not ready for an election at all. And the people in the government are not prepared for the election. There are two factors leading towards that. If an election must happen, which I don't think, according to Caligula, right now already we are late. Because the election was supposed to be done on 2020?
According to what they are saying, it's 2027.
But according to law, it is 2026, August. The election is supposed to be done 2026 August, not at 2027 August. It is at the end of 4 years, not at the end of 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if we go by Caligula report, is the commission ready?
The commission is ready.
Is ready, but the Caligula report says the commission must be ready at least 2 years before election. Now it's at least 1 year before election. So anybody can go to court using Caligula report and stop it, which Ruto will be happy with it. And he can sponsor somebody to go and do it. That's number one. Number two, there is a motion taken to parliament by Ishongwa. Ishongwa is saying that a bill that be passed to say that if a president is declared president-elect, be given the authority. As he's waiting for the being sworn in, he will be full-fledged president.
Protection,
security, and everything. Anybody who will try to challenge, it will be treasonable. 10 years.
Imprisonment.
That is when you will see Tundulisu in Kenya. That's when you see Gwajima in Kenya. You see? So those are two indicators saying that Ruto is not ready to relinquish power.
Sorry to cut you short. Somebody recently said something that is so profound. He actually said the same thing. And he was saying, for you to know that the president or this regime is not ready to hand over power, they are busy renovating things like state house as if they want to stay there forever.
Yes.
And all that.
There are several indicators, and again, if you see the yesterday goons, the goons of yesterday, they are with motorbikes, they are well organized, and from there they went to City Hall, and they chanted to Sakaja, they are Hemedi, because I would say Sakaja is Hemedi, in preparing goons that they will also help him during the elections. And he cannot do that without sanctioning of the president and the systems. Are you getting me? The systems, they must have allowed him, because it is about the name of the president, the name of the country, and also they will have sat down and discussed to see what is the implication with the ICC if this goes this, if this goes. So they have analyzed, the intelligence has analyzed, everybody has analyzed, and all these things have been brought about that we can use these goons. Why? Because the police brutality is really looked at, and they want to indicate that there are people who are tired of demonstrations. Kenyans, they don't want these demonstrations. That is why the Kenyans have come out to stop the Gen Zs from doing the demonstration. But after that, after they moved and they were tried, because they tried to stop the demonstration, they were beaten up. I hear they were really beaten up.
Yeah,
and
actually they were beaten up. One of my friends got, her phone got stolen yesterday. Actually.
Yes, they were really beaten up. And then the unfortunate thing that they betrayed their boss, they went to City Hall to chant that we have finished the job, then they were paid. Now you see who is the owner of the goons. And this is what I'm saying, what they are doing is so dangerous for this nation. What they are doing is what Hemedi did, and you see now the RSF what is doing to Sudan. See now they have guns. You saw the documentary from The Nation. Yeah. The Kenyan guns were found there. And you see, this is increasing and increasing more and more the sanctions towards Ruto. So therefore, why would he be in so close relationship with Hemedi? Because he might need the services of Hemedi. He might need the services of Hemedi because these people are in Nairobi. These people are not in Sudan. The SPLM, SPLA, they lived in Ngong, they lived in Kireleshwa, they lived in Kitengela, they lived all over here in Nairobi. They are here with us. Remember the case of Joy and the guys who died? It's about the tycoons there who were doing their businesses here. The Sudanese are in Kireleshwa. They are all over here. They are controlling their country from Nairobi. They are controlling their country from Uganda, Kampala. They are controlling their country from Mali, Bamako. They are controlling their country from Addis Ababa. That's how things are operating. And what is really happening right now, whatever that you are grooming, we are grooming a danger, meaning this is an outfit that is being built to bring a replica of 20728. Are you seeing now? It is a replica of 27208 that they are trying to build a momentum that whosoever that will try to do like you're opposing Sakaja, you're opposing somebody in power, you're opposing this, a group. You look at it, this is the same group that has been tormenting Wamunyoro. Wherever he has gone, there is a team of goons. They go, they attack him. Wherever he goes, there's a team goes, attacks him. This team is consolidating. This team is now, because they are earning something, they are creating their own commander. This group, these young people or old people, whoever they are, wherever the thing, every single day is a creation of another parallel army. Look at here. This, the Lagat and the many, Lagat is not alone. It's quite a big number that are in the government that are ready to protect the system, to protect Ruto, to protect Farouk, to protect Sudi and everybody. Now, look at this. This team will continuously grow because they want to please the master. They will continuously pay them. And as they pay them, there is a day they will not be able to pay them. These people will turn against the citizens of the country because they want to eat. And that is what exactly we did when we was in Mungiki. We turned against, when the payer stopped paying, we unleashed
Your investors, when they
Yeah, and the
back-
investors, we unleashed violence on them. We called them and we told them, you are going to cut off your heads, bring money. And out of fear, they brought money. And many businesses were lost. But again, Michuki came in and that menace was tamed.
And so you,
But the stopping of the menace, so many Kikuyu young people, innocent, died. So many. But who groomed the entire system? It is the same government that came to kill them. The one that groomed the entire system. They created a monster that they were unable to control, so they decided, let's kill it. The same thing you're seeing with the police. The police that are being used, the junior polices, once they do a job, they are killed.
Just a minute, watch me change battery. Well, that's a good conversation. I have so many questions for you.
Bethel Clouds TV, empowering lives.